What if I told you one of the greatest kings in history started his life as a forgotten shepherd boy? A young man nobody noticed, a boy standing alone in the hills, watching sheep. Yet one day, that same shepherd would defeat a giant warrior, become the ruler of Jerusalem, receive divine revelation from Allah, and have mountains and birds glorifying Allah alongside him. This is the incredible true story of Prophet Dawud, peace be upon him. A warrior, a king, a prophet, a judge, a man whose voice could make creation pause in awe. But hidden inside his story are lessons most people never think about. The rise of a shepherd to a throne, the terrifying punishment of people turned into monkeys, the secret of true leadership, and the worship so beloved to Allah that Prophet Muhammad, peace be upon him, told this ummah to follow it.
And trust me, the deeper this story goes, the more powerful it becomes.
Long before palaces, before armies, before crowns and kingdoms, there was a small village among the fertile lands of ancient Palestine. In this quiet place lived a young boy from Bani Israel. He wasn't famous. He wasn't rich. Nobody looked at him and imagined greatness. He was simply a shepherd, the youngest among his brothers. His days were spent under the open sky, guiding sheep through valleys and green hills. In his hands was only a staff and a simple slingshot. But there was something different about him. While others chased worldly things, this young boy spent time remembering Allah. At night, he would stare at the stars, thinking deeply about creation. The mountains echoed around him as he made dhikr. The wind moved softly across the hills, and his heart stayed attached to Allah. This boy was Prophet Dawud. From the outside, he looked ordinary, but Allah was preparing him for something massive. Because sometimes, Allah raises the people nobody expects. At that time, Bani Israel were living through fear and humiliation. A brutal enemy had crushed them. Their enemy was led by a terrifying giant warrior named Jalut, known in English as Goliath. He was huge, powerful, merciless. His army defeated Bani Israel, captured their people, and humiliated them. Even worse, the sacred Tabut, the ark protected since the time of Prophet Musa, was taken from them. For Bani Israel, this was heartbreaking. Fear spread everywhere. People felt hopeless. So they turned to their prophet Shamuel, asking for a king who could unite them and lead them into battle. Allah chose Jalut to become their king. Many people questioned the decision.
Why him? He's not rich.
He's not powerful.
But Allah chooses people based on wisdom and purpose, not worldly status. And among Talut's army was a young shepherd around 18 years old, Prophet Dawud. He joined the army with his father and brothers. Nobody knew yet that this quiet shepherd would soon change history forever. The battle against Goliath. The armies finally marched toward battle. On one side stood the believers, tired, outnumbered, afraid. On the other side stood Jalut and his massive army. And then, the giant appeared. Jalut rode forward in heavy armor shining beneath the sun. His voice thundered across the battlefield.
Who among you will fight me?
Silence. Nobody moved. Every soldier knew his reputation. Jalut was more than a warrior. He was fear itself. Then suddenly, a young shepherd stepped forward. Prophet Dawud. The soldiers stared in shock.
This boy? He's going against Jalut?
Even Jalut laughed when he saw him.
You? They sent you to fight me?
Prophet Dawud stood calm. No fear in his eyes. No hesitation. Because real courage is not the absence of fear. It is trusting Allah even when everyone else is terrified. Jalut looked at his tiny slingshot and mocked him. But Prophet Dawud answered with complete confidence.
You come to me with weapons and power, but I come with trust in Allah.
Then came the moment that changed history. Prophet Dawud placed a stone into his slingshot. one stone. That was it. He aimed carefully, released it, and the stone flew through the air with unbelievable speed, straight into Jalut's forehead. The giant stumbled, then crashed to the ground, dead. For a second, the battlefield went silent. Then the believers exploded with takbir and victory cries. The impossible had happened. A shepherd defeated the most feared warrior alive, not because of strength, but because Allah was with him. And from that moment, the name of Prophet Dawud spread everywhere, from shepherd to king. After the victory, the people of Bani Israel loved Prophet Dawud. King Jalut honored him. He even fulfilled his promise and gave his daughter in marriage to Prophet Dawud. At first, Jalut respected him deeply, but success brings tests, and one of the most dangerous tests is jealousy. People started saying,
Jalut defeated thousands.
But Dawud defeated tens of thousands.
Those words slowly poisoned Jalut's heart. Jealousy turned into fear. Fear turned into anger. Jalut began seeing Prophet Dawud as a threat, but Prophet Dawud stayed patient and kept turning back to Allah. Eventually, after Jalut passed away, the people chose Prophet Dawud as their king. And just like that, the forgotten shepherd became the ruler of Bani Israel. But Prophet Dawud was not a king like other kings. He was a leader of justice. He cared for the weak, protected the poor, helped orphans, rich or poor. Everyone was equal before the law. Because true leadership in Islam is not about power, it's about responsibility. Allah honored Prophet Dawud with wisdom, judgment, and prophethood. And then Allah gave him miracles unlike ordinary people, the miracles of Prophet Dawud. Allah blessed Prophet Dawud with an incredibly beautiful voice. When he recited the Zabur, the mountains echoed his praise. Birds gathered around him. Even animals stopped to listen. Imagine that scene for a second. A prophet standing beneath the sky, reciting words of worship, while nature itself joins him in glorifying Allah. Allah also gave him another miracle. Iron became soft in his hands. Before Dawud, armor was heavy and difficult to use. But Allah taught him how to shape iron into flexible armor made from linked rings. This changed warfare completely. And even though he was a king, Prophet Dawud still worked with his own hands. He earned honestly. Prophet Muhammad, peace be upon him, later praised this and said no one eats better food than what they earn through their own work. That was Prophet Dawud, powerful, yet humble, a king, yet hardworking. But during the time of Prophet Dawud, another shocking event took place. A group from Bani Israel living near the sea were tested by Allah. They were forbidden from fishing on Saturday, the Sabbath. But Shaitan whispered to them, "You're not eating the fish on Saturday, you're only catching them." And as a test from Allah, fish appeared in huge numbers on Saturdays, but disappeared on other days. Some people obeyed Allah, others disobeyed and used tricks to break the command. Then there was a third group, people who stayed silent. They didn't commit the sin directly, but they also didn't stop the evil. And this is where the story becomes terrifying. The believers kept warning them,
Fear Allah. Stop before punishment comes.
but the sinners mocked them. Eventually, the righteous believers separated themselves from the wrongdoers. Then one morning, silence covered the town. No voices, no movement. When they looked, the disobedient people had been transformed into monkeys, a horrifying punishment from Allah. The Quran mentions this event as a warning for all generations, because staying silent in front of open evil can also become dangerous. The test of judgment. Even though Dawud was a prophet, Allah still tested him. One day, while he was in worship, two men suddenly entered his private place. Prophet Dawud became startled. One man claimed,
My brother has 99 sheep and wants to take my one sheep too.
After hearing this, Prophet Dawud quickly gave judgment. But then he realized something. He had listened to only one side before deciding. Immediately, he understood this was a test from Allah. So he fell into prostration, repented sincerely, and asked Allah for forgiveness. And Allah forgave him. This moment teaches something powerful. Even the righteous hold themselves accountable. They don't become arrogant. They don't defend mistakes. They return to Allah immediately. That's what made Prophet Dawud magnificent. Prophet Dawud was also known for extraordinary worship. Prophet Muhammad, peace be upon him, said the most beloved fasting to Allah was the fasting of Prophet Dawud. He fasted one day and ate the next, balanced, consistent, sincere, and his night prayer was beautiful. He slept part of the night, woke up for worship, then rested again before Fajr. Not extreme, not careless, perfect balance. And despite all his power, Prophet Dawud remained deeply humble. One day he said, "My Lord, how can I truly thank you, when even my ability to thank you is itself a blessing from you?" And Allah revealed, "Now you have truly recognized my favor. That is real gratitude." After ruling for 40 years, Prophet Dawud passed away at the age of 100. His son, Prophet Sulaiman, succeeded him. But the legacy of Dawud never disappeared, because his story is bigger than battles and kingdoms. It is the story of faith overcoming fear, humility overcoming pride, justice overcoming corruption. A shepherd became a king because his heart belonged to Allah. And maybe that's the biggest lesson for us today. People chase status, money, followers, power, but Allah can raise a person from the middle of nowhere if their heart is sincere. Prophet Dawud teaches us that real strength is not muscles or armies. Real strength is trust in Allah. So when life makes you feel small, remember this: a shepherd with one stone defeated a giant.
Because Allah was with him. If this reminder touched your heart, make sure to share this video and subscribe Islamic Legacy for more powerful stories that bring history to life. And comment below, which lesson from Prophet Dawud AS touched your heart the most?